Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Keep It Concise. Let's get into the show. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, ConcisetheBarber. We are here at the Keep It Concise podcast, man. Tune in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Shout out where you're from. I just said it like 3 different ways. But anyway, y'all know what I mean. Tune in. Let's talk about some things. And you see the title is called I Need Your Help. And I will be helping you after you give me your help. I do appreciate everybody that continues to just chime in and see what a brother has to say about our industry and also just about life in general. And I like to keep it kind of like nice and fresh. So y'all go ahead and tune in. Columbus, Ohio, what's going on with you? Plugs the barber. I appreciate you. Yeah, we have a few things to talk about. I need y'all help in a few things. And also, if y'all have not seen, I am doing a collab giveaway with my blades, the Clipper Tensor 1. I definitely feel like somebody is going to love, they're going to love that clipper. So let's go ahead and just kind of dive in and let a few more people come in. If you are here, let us know where you're tuning in from. I love to know where everybody always tunes in at. It's kind of crazy when I hear people from all around the world like tap in, you know what I mean? I think it's kind of dope. Much respect. I don't take it for granted. So one of these days I'm going to do an international giveaway. I don't know how I'm going to do that. That sounds crazy and it sounds like a lot of money, but one of these days I'm going to do an international giveaway. So once I figure out how to do it, y'all will be the first ones to know. Have you ever used a Mayshow M10 clipper? Nope, I have not. I don't know how many clippers Mayshow has, but if it has an M10, it probably has M0 all the way up to 10. So that there's a lot of, yeah, they got a lot. Nah, that looks like a wannabe master. To be honest, if I had to really say, I seen that before, but I never used it, to be honest. That's a pure lamp. What's going on? What's going on? Where y'all tuning in from? We got Columbus, Ohio in the building. Matter of fact, let me just say this. I feel a little bit just a little bit sad for those that that are Ohio State fans, but my Longhorns didn't make it, so you know it is what it is. But if you're not Ohio State, then cool. If you like JRL, I swear it's the same. Okay. Comes with the same blade and etc. Okay, cool. Illinois is in the building. Okay, shout out. I bet against them. Oh, okay. Well, see, look, there you go. So yeah, so here's a few things I got going on. I need y'all help. I could definitely help me, and then I don't mind helping you. If y'all would like my help when it comes to the slideshow. So let's go ahead and talk about this. What makes a clipper of the year? Like to you, what makes a clipper like the clipper of the year? Neil, what's going on, bro? You said them Bears making us all hurt today. Nah, no, they ain't. Not me. Not me. But what makes a clipper of the year? Like when I say for real, I mean like for real. Like what makes a clipper of the year? Like what is the things, what are the attributes that this clipper needs to have to make it a clipper of the year? Now, I have another slide. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I like go by, but if I told y'all the real, let me see of how many categories I always I go by. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. I got 7. Hold on, I ain't done. I have about 8 to 9 categories that I go by when it comes to like clipper of the year. But I want to hear from you. I need your help because there could be something I could be missing, but I want to know what y'all think. What makes a clipper of the year? So A clipper that will have some staying power. What do you mean by staying power? It's hard to beat the Phenom. Okay. Okay. Brushless motor, adjustable, detachable blade, multiple blades that can fit on it. hmm Price is good. 7,000 RPMs, which is interesting because the trimmer is 7,200 RPMs. But I mean, it's that 6,800 and up. So I think a lot of us will appreciate that. Yeah, quiet little versatile. Okay. I mean, there's how can I say this? There's always something. How can I say this? We all have our favorite clippers, right? Like, let's be real. We all have our favorite clippers, but we all have our favorite clippers, but that clipper in itself doesn't do everything, everything, everything. It doesn't have, well, it probably can do, but it doesn't have everything. Let's just say it like that. It doesn't have everything, you know. But there are some that are getting there. But what makes a clipper of the year? Now, also, I'm gonna let y'all know I don't have my camera on me, so I'm using my Osmo Pocket. If you see me cut out, this is because it's being stupid. It's being stupid. Not you, IG. Y'all good, but I'll connect it back. I'm just letting y'all know future reference. What else? What else? What makes a clipper for real? Like the clipper of the year. Power, runtime, what? Just the price? Like for some people, price don't matter. They just want something that works. I get that all the time. I have people literally hit me up like, yo, I don't care how much it costs, bro. I need to know if it can do boom, 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 boom. Between this and this and this and this, which one would you get? I get that all the time. Some people do not care how much stuff costs. People do not care. People people do not care. You said units sold. Okay, so I would say that that could have impact. I definitely think that could have impact, but then I also think about uh how can I say this? Not everybody's on the same playing field when it comes to popularity. Right. Not everybody's on the same playing field. So if I find something that can contest with all the other clippers and trimmers that got names and it works well, then should it not be on the list due to the fact that it's like not that known? I don't know. All right, let me see what we got. Neil said great battery, great blade, great motor, price ergonomics, quiet motor, consensus by the barber community. Okay, okay. Now let me ask you this. I mean, I definitely feel like I had some clippers and trimmers of the years. Everybody was like, oh no, and flip tables. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I said, when I test like crazy. You said runtime really don't matter. I never use a clipper till it's completely drained, especially if it comes with a charging dock. Now, see, plugs. I just had this conversation with my homeboy because yes, you are in the barber shop, but not everybody's in the barber shop, to be honest. Some people are mobile barbers. Some people don't have uh all the opportunity to have a charging station like this. And like some people literally, how can I say this? They need that runtime. That's the way I can put it. Some people literally need that runtime. So runtime does matter. It might not matter for all those that are always in a barbershop and you got a charging dock. No, that's real. Like that's a real thing. People need it. They need the runtime. Charge time too. That honestly, I think charge runtime and charge like if the charge time, okay, what's the clipper? The clipper that takes like there's certain clippers that take like 60 minutes to do a fully charge. Those are the best ones. It can attack bulk, shape afros, comes off the bald guideline well with good runtime, feels good in hand. Pause. You had to say pause. I understand. Blade and Stone is the Phenom equivalent. It it had I'll be honest, Campo, it had potential, but also that blade gets very, very, very hot. Very hot. I don't know why, but it gets very, very hot. But you're not wrong about that. Um, you said 245 babies has some big impact. Yeah, yeah, I respect that. We'll be around for years. Tensor One is a top clipper, ergonomics light, quiet, powerful. Hot take, don't at me. Okay. What so I'm assuming that you tested this out for yourself. What can you tell me about it, to be honest? Now, I know my thoughts on it. What can you tell me about it? And also, uh what do you think about the sound? Any clipper that you go back to and keep using it. You know what though? Andre, that is how can I say this? We don't talk about that. There are some clippers that we literally can go back to and be like, you know what, yo, I just keep picking this up and I don't know why. And sometimes, can I be real with you? It has the runtime is trash. Some sometimes it could be something about it so trash, but how it performs, it's like, nah. Like I can't not act like it don't perform well. It might not have everything, but that thing go. Facts, I get it. Mobile barbers definitely need runtime. Yeah, absolutely. Runtime and charge times matters. Clippers should come with a minimum of 3 hours of runtime. Okay. It's light, powerful, quite ergonomics. What more do I want? Got you. Okay. You know what? I was trying to tell people about that. I was trying to like to me when I said in my video. Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I need to know, Fatal, straight up. Now, even though I have um a connection with my blades, right? We've been collabing, we've been doing some stuff, right? In my video, if you watch my video in my concise review on it, would you say I overhyped it? I gassed it? Was I being too friendly? Was I being real? Was I being authentic? Do you think that, hey, since I'm, doing stuff with them, do you feel like I'm like, you know what? Nah, concise, he's being too nice. Like for real, let me know. I'm curious. I'm so curious because I'm going to try to help y'all understand something about me personally. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. Me personally, it ain't even about money, but we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. So let me know from my video, what did you get? Did I gas it? Did I hype it up? What do you think? You know what I mean? I'm curious. And I know you'll keep it real with me, so I appreciate it. That tune 45 was on the loud side, so am I. Kind of regret it, but after being engaged to the JRL forever, I just couldn't get used to the loudness. Hmm. Okay. I rarely use my instincts because it's too loud. Okay. The Dark Star 82 is close to the Tensor One. The Tensor One quality is a little higher. Got you. Uh, it annoys me, and I'm not the client. Right, right. Neil, I understand that. Sometimes stuff can be too loud. Definitely. There's no way the Tensor One is not a top clipper that was released this year. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the clippers that I have, and I know, I'm always gonna get that question. Yo, why? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the clippers that I have. Not, I tell you which ones make it to like. I think I'm gonna do a top five. I think top five is like best. I mean, doing top 10, I'll do a top 10 in like at the beginning of the year or something like that. But end of the year, we're doing top five, and then go from there. The Dark Star is also is I haven't used it, to be honest, but I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. Wait, hold on. He said you didn't lie about anything. The AI stuff is whatever. I got you. I got you. Okay, respect. I still don't really see sabers trimmers hype, and I use them. Wait. A decent amount. Really? Well, I don't know if it's a hype, but more so of they this is what the Sabres did, if you can agree. I didn't try the Dark Star 82. Like, I haven't nobody no, I haven't tried it. Um, I did some products before. I did the clipper and trimmer. No, I did the clipper Supreme Clippers. No, I did the trimmer. I never got the clipper. I never got the recharge clipper, just the trimmer. But anyway, yeah, I haven't used it. But let me just say this about the Sabre trimmers. The Sabre trimmers, what they did basically was is they gave the Gold FX competition. Because the Gold FX was like, all right, they was kind of like they was doing their thing, and everybody's rocking the Gold FX. You got them Gold FXs, yeah, that Gold FX blade, that gold one smacking, da 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 da. But when the Sabres came out, it was like, wait, hold a minute, wait a minute. This one blade is really doing something. So I don't know if it's a hype thing or more so to the fact that it started giving the Gold FX some competition. That's what I think the Sabres really did, and that's how it really became a name due to the fact that it was a little bit quieter. It was a brushless motor, it had that one blade on it. So it gave you almost the same exact results as the Gold FX, but a lighter and quieter trimmer. So yeah, the Tensor is better than a Recon out of the box. Yo, Fatal, you going in? You going in? You going in? See, I ain't even. I'll let y'all see what I gotta say at the end of it. Like closer. Where we at? On December 7th. Y'all get it soon. Poncho, what's going on? All right, he said, "Are you going to have the best detachable clipper of the year?" Um, do you think it's necessary? You think it's like, to be honest, I think there's only three that I can think of that I would even have a conversation with: the Supras, Octanes, and the Heininger. There's nothing else. There's, to me, what else is there? JRL Onyx for me, I cut a balance of straight hair and curly hair. Respect, Mike. I think the quality of the guards isn't spoke on enough. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's interesting because we're gonna talk about guards. We're gonna talk about guards. The Cyborg is better than the Saber. I agree. I like the Cyborgs better. That was my trimmer of the year for like 2 years, maybe. So the Tensor One official, give me about a 60-second brief so I can hit this buy now button. Well, plugs. If you don't use my Concise 15 discount code, you'll be bugging, because I definitely feel like it's worth it. For one, even at the price, I'm just saying with my discount code, it's definitely worth it. 60 seconds. It's the quietest vector motor I have ever used. The nice weight to it, ergonomically, probably one of the best ergonomics. And I told y'all that this thing was going to do that, but we're gonna come back. Stop playing with me. But it's one of the best, to be honest. It's one of the best, um, definitely vector motors out there, hands down. I can't say that for a lot, but it's definitely one of the best. I don't own one because of the price, but the Saber 2 should be the clipper of the year. Ooh, Neil, that's an interesting take. I need to know why. I need to know why. You said the Phenom. The Phenom is not, well, we'll talk. I need to know why the Saber 2 should be the clipper of the year. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. Now what's going on with this? Look, it ain't even let me do this. And then let me do this. Yeah, it's tweaking. It's tweaking. I don't know why it's doing that. I didn't unplug it. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. It's tripping. I need to know why you think the Saber 2 should be the clipper of the year. I have been an advocate for the Saber trimmer from day one. Overall, still the best trimmer. Okay. So you the saber's just taking everything for you. Saber tooth, clipper, and trimmer. If that's the case, then if I use that as a combo, that's the best combo of the year too as well. Okay. Here's the top two vector motor clippers right out now. Tensor one and the Dark Star, then the Recon. Let me see something. What I got for the I haven't used. Let me see, where did that land by points? The Recons. Ooh, it was close. Oh yeah, it was definitely close. Oh yeah, did I put them in? Yeah, yeah, it was close. I do. The flex, I can't even say nothing bad about the flex. It's just not my it's not for me, it's not I just don't like the feel of it. The Exceed Vector Motor Clipper is also a top vector motor, maybe third if you like the 6-click lever. You know what's interesting? Now, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But what makes a clipper the clipper of the year? All right, so let me get to the next slide. I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff how I do it. So power and practicality, right? I mean, like the ease of how to use this clipper, like nothing overly complicated. Anything, pick it up, turn it on, click lever works great. All right, cool. Heat management. I love the fact that you got a nice motor, but how well does this heat management work? Is the blades going to get hot on me real fast? Runtime, I need that cutting system, the blades, how well are the blades? Do I need to switch them out automatically? Like to me, that stuff matters. The levers, is it that annoying click lever? It's real strong, or is it nice soft like the Onyx or something like that? The noise, we just talked about that. How does this thing sound in hand? And also to my clients, ergonomics. I need to know how this really feels. Um, real world consistency, not no YouTube type, no YouTube hype. Even though I know I do YouTube, it's real. Like the real of the matter is that this stuff needs to be able to work in the barber shop and the studios, mobile barber. Like, how well does this stuff really, really work? And that's why I like doing the way how that's why I like testing them the way that I do, due to the fact that I give y'all like a taste, a tease in a sense, but in real life, I'm cutting with these things and I'm asking my clients, like, yo, what do you like about this? What do you don't? Stuff like that. They know that I do this. So sometimes I automatically just get feedback. You know, if they're like, oh, that's new, I'm like, yeah. And they're like, yo, I like how that one feel because of this and this and this. So real world consistency matters. Also, price for some people I told you don't matter, but some people it do matter. You know what I'm saying? Like the value. What do you get in the packaging? Do we get anything extra? Do we get too much extra stuff that don't matter about nothing? Like all of that stuff for me, it matters. Now that's just some of the stuff like that I talk about, but there's more. And I know you're like, how can there be more? Trust me, there is. There's definitely more. But for me, this is what makes a clipper of the year. So you said something about the Exceed. The Exceed, vector motor wise, it is a great clipper. There are some things about it that is not so great though. Just like every other tool. But how does that value up to everything else? How does it compare to everything else? Like when it comes to ergonomics, the Exceed clipper ergonomics compared to the Tensor One ergonomics is completely different. It's completely different. You can't even it's on two different spectrums, to be honest. And that being said, there's an up on one than the other. Okay, let's talk about runtime. How well is the runtime? The senses is the vector motor. How fast does the blade get hot? How long can I continue to do this fade until I take that guard off and I got a detail and the blade gets hot or something like that? What- Like all of this stuff for me, it matters. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're using the clipper, what about the sound? How, like, when I say sound, have y'all ever used a clipper that honestly changes its sound the longer you use it, due to the fact that it just does that every now and then. I think about stuff like that. Is it biting the if you zero gap it, is it biting the guards? What guards is it biting? All of that stuff. Like maybe I'm a little bit OD with it, but to me, that's what makes it the clipper of the year. So when I do my test, when I do my test, trust me, it's not no, oh, I do this because I'm cool with them over here. I'm cool with respectfully almost everybody, when it comes to brands. Like this is to me, I take this like kind of like serious. Like anybody can win. Anybody can win. To whatever I use, whatever product I have ever used. I don't care if it's the most name brand or not. I had the Mecca Clipper number 2 last year, and it's from Supreme, which is not it's somewhat of a name, but it's not a name like a Babyliss, Wall, or Andis. It was my number 2 Clipper of the year. Like in this thing, they had it on sale for like $19 on Black Friday, which is crazy. Best, like I didn't do this video, but that clipper is like for real. Like it was my number 2. So that's all I could want to say about that. To me, that's there's a lot of things that makes it the clipper, of the year. Let me see. Oh wow, where am I at? It hits every metric: quiet motor, decent runtime, great blade, lightweight, etc. Now, let me tell you this, Neil. The runtime. Okay, how can I say this? When Stylecraft came out with some of their tools, like they started getting into like healthy runtimes, right? They got into runtimes that was like, oh, 4-hour runtime, 3-hour runtime. The Saber 2 is a 2.5-hour runtime with a 2-hour charge time. I was like, why did they do that? It's like they went backwards, but they also kind of like went great at the same time. Like it's like it evened out a little bit. The blade, I do love the blade. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the Echo blade on the Saber 2. I actually put my Echo blade on the Diamante, and I just basically switched out the blades. Get the Saber 2s and put a JRL blade on it. See how that thing quiet hums and it cuts amazing. Not as if like it wouldn't do with the Echo blade, but I actually like the Diamantes with the Echo blade. Like if them two just switch, I think it would have been like perfection. Vector motor and trimmers are not reliable long term. Why you say that? I don't know that to be true, but why do you say that? If it's a game changer. Clippers of the years has to be released in 2025. Why? Why? All right. So somebody else told me that. Somebody else told me that. So like, okay, this is why I say why. Because the stuff that was like Clipper Trimmer of the Year last year, does that stuff not get mentioned or dragged into this year? Like, I'll be honest with y'all. Do y'all agree with that? If y'all all agree with that, I will redo my video. I already did the video. I will redo my video and I will go only by 2025. That would make it interesting, to be honest. But just by 2025, I like the competition of stuff from back then. But y'all let me know. If y'all all agree that it has to be released, it's a must in 2025. Let me know. If that is the case, then I ain't gonna say what, but somebody's dog walking a lot of people. Battery don't matter as long as 2 hours or more is fine. Clipper of the year, Vapor LE. Why you say that, AJ? I mean, I love it. I love that clipper. Matter of fact, where did that go? All right, let me hurry up. Okay. Okay. Well, see, it's great in a lot of things, and then it lacked in something. But I'll talk about that in my video. See, look, there it go. This thing being slow. Why? It was not unplugged. You unplugged, bro. But let's do this. Vapor was not released this year. The LE wasn't released this year. Recon click lever is a big flaw. Also, it's not ergonomic or light as the tensor. You know, I don't even use the Recon click lever. I don't even judge it from the click lever. I don't even judge it. Let me zoom in, bro. That's not zooming in. Recon lever broke in for me after some use. Out of the box, I was worried. I really like the ergonomics and the weight, in my honest opinion, but I understand might not be everyone's taste. I understand that, and I don't know about you, Buster Brown, but if y'all if y'all haven't like got that blade just a little bit closer, like the cutting blade on the Recon, I don't know what to tell you because that clipper actually has like that cutting blade that kind of bevels a little bit, so it won't kind of nick your client at all if you get it too close. Well, don't have it like over the blade, y'all. Like, don't do that. Don't. But you can actually get it closer. Is basically what I'm trying to say. And I talked about that in my video, but that was like one of the things I did like about it. Why? Because you're calling it a clipper of the year. Why? Because you're calling it clipper of the year. Is that year 2025? Okay. Sounds like two separate videos. Yes, it was this year for the LE. Got you. Okay. So yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you think that the only products I should do when it comes to this year can only be released from this year. I honestly think that it's it's an interesting take that I think brands probably would like when stuff from last year, 2 years, is still beating the stuff they're coming out with. I think that's an interesting take for them to be like, oh, all right, watch this. Now I ain't saying that they looking at my videos that hard, but it's just my thoughts. You know what I mean? It's just my thoughts. Cause I'll be doing it if I make a clipper and I made it out in 2025 and a clipper out in 2023 beat mine. I'm like, wait, hold up, yo, we gotta figure this out. How is this beating this? You get what I'm saying? To me, it kind of brings more sauce, more flavor. The clipper of the year is the Saber 2.0, JRL Onyx, and the Annis Phenom flat out. All quiet, cut really well, and the Phenom can use old Annis master blades. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I know a lot of people that probably feel that way. Exceed clipper and trimmers of the year this year for me. Okay. Sorry though. All right. So what about this? What about this? I need y'all help. What makes innovation of the year? What should I look for? I mean, I some of the stuff I have already done. I'm just literally asking to see if there's something I'm missing. I could be missing. I know they didn't just come back. Anyway, I think you should only do this year and then do video next day to compare 2024 versus 2025. Hmm. That's an interesting take. Compare last year. Hmm. Innovation is the tensor AI. Hold on. That would be the best new clipper. The best new clipper if you only did from 2025. I agree, Charlie. I agree. Elegant barbershop. What does that mean? Innovation of the year. What should we be looking for when it comes to innovation of the year? I want to hear it from y'all if y'all don't mind. I'm saying just don't make us wait. just drop next day, like back to back. Drake. I got you. I mean, algorithm, bro. Some of the stuff I'll do like a day or two gap, just to get it to like build on YouTube. YouTube is interesting. How can you decide it's the best clipper after weeks of use? Wall Singer and its master cordless took years for people to like them and trust them. Of course, they were no match for the corded. That is a great question, AJ. How can you decide it's the best clipper after a few weeks of use? Can I tell you something, AJ? There are some people that's in this in the industry that can hold a clipper and use it one time and probably break down that clipper very, very fast. They could probably let you know if it's good on wet, dry hair, with probably hair texture and all of that because of, it's like getting used to it's like knowing cars and you knowing engines, and it's like when you hear it and you hear the sound and all that jazz. Like some of this stuff, it just comes from just doing it over and over time. Like I literally like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I go kind of like hard about understanding what's what to like what I hear, what I feel, what I see. And to me, I could probably grab a clipper and let you know, probably like one or two cuts, like how great it is. Now, I don't do that. I still like to give myself a week or so sometimes. Like, let's say if I have a full week of like a lot of type of client, like different hair textures. Let me just do it like this. A lot of different hair textures. And then I give my thoughts. I write it down in my notebook and then I start cutting again with it. Or I'll pick something else up and then I'll pick that back up. And and that's how I do it. For me, it's not that hard to decide uh best clipper after a few weeks because I test a lot. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you just have a feel for it. Some people just some people honestly, bro, just have a feel for it. That's basically all I'm saying. I'm not saying that everybody can do that, but some barbers can pick up any clipper right now and give out the meanest fade. And they'll tell you everything about the clipper, what to do, what not to do with it, so you can get that type of fade. Respectfully. Do the year, then overall use a score system, then just refer back to the year. That sounds mad confusing. I get what you're saying. I already have a score system. Yeah. If it's an upgrade from your, if it's an upgrade from your previous clippers, the best innovation is the Tune 55. I know you meant Tune 45. With the wireless charging is the best innovation of the year. Okay. They have the saying, tried and true for a reason. Yeah, that's true. But some people just know, bro. Like I'm not saying I'm like overly different, but what I'm trying to say is that I put in the time to understand what makes something work or not. Like I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, tried and true is definitely a thing. But it's just like people that can play music by ear. Uh this I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but there's other ways to get a sense of a thing. Like right now, like here's something I'm gonna do a video on it, but most of the times I could be in somebody's shop. I could hear a clipper on. I'm like, oh, that's a such and such. They're using this, or they're using this type of motor. Um, that's something I can that I can do. Or if I hear it and somebody's asking me a question like, "Yo, what do you think's wrong with it?" Now I ain't no engineer. There's other people on here that's better with that, but I can by hearing, I'm be like, "Oh, you should probably try this or whatever like that." But there's somebody out here like, "Oh, you need to switch out this and this and this and this." Me, I'm just telling you like just off of feel. Like I don't know. This is different. 245 wireless charger is the best innovation of the year. Mhm. Does the Tensor One come with charging dock? Yes, it does. Tensor One with AI regular chip or the West Tech Clipper. I have not used the West Tech Clipper. I want to. I think it's very interesting. Now, I do have interesting thoughts on the West Tech Clipper. There's one thing I want to know if it can do, and that's it. There's two different types of hair textures that I want to use it on at a certain length, and I want to see how well it operates. If it can do that, then respectfully, that thing could probably be a real problem. Last year would have been adjustments on the Giro trimmer, Cocoa Graphene blade. Got you. What's the best clipper going into 2026? I was just talking about that. So let me tell y'all, and then after this, we can go to the next thing. Let me tell y'all, if it's okay with y'all. All right. Handy dandy notes. All right. So here is so far. I mean, I think the list is a lot, but this is what I have for clippers. I got the Saber 2s, I got the Diamantes, I got the Phenom Clipper, I got the Onyx JRL, I got the Babel's T45, I got the Raycons, I got the Gamma Shorties, I have the Heiniger detachable, I have the Mecca, I have the Vapor, I have the Exceed, and I have the Disruptor. Is there anything that I'm missing? So that's what I have for clippers. Trimmers, I have the XO2s, the Phenoms, the Diamantes, the Cyborgs, the Onyx, the High-Vis, FX1s, the Recons, the Metal Instincts, the Sabres, the Exceeds, the Rain, the T45s, FX3. I said that? 4 mass. Okay. Yeah, that's what I have as trimmers. Now, that's my list. Now, see here. Now look. This thing a hater, bro. This thing's a hater. Stylecraft Rain Clippers. So this is the part where I think people love about me, but also they can't stand about me at the same time. I can't talk about that clipper because I ain't use it. So I only can give y'all my list. And y'all gonna be like, well, if that's the case, then bump the whole clipper of the year stuff because you ain't use everything. Respectfully, I hear you. I hear you. If you feel that way, okay. But I haven't used that clipper. So I cannot talk about something I haven't used. And I think that's the part where because to me it's fake. It's fake. I can give you a thought if y'all want my thoughts on it in a way of like, I see how people use it. I see this price. It's probably this good. You get what I'm saying? I could probably do that, but I can't give you no actual real evidence of saying like, yo, this thing's a problem. I don't know. I'll be trying. Trust me when I say I'll be trying to make sure I have everything for y'all. But sometimes it don't happen. I do be getting a lot of stuff. One time, bro, I don't know what it was, but it was like they was all thinking at the same time. But I got like 8 to 10 pieces of items in like 2 days. And then I'm supposed to test all of it. Nothing wrong with that, but it didn't even get spaced out. So the clipper I never used. Same with these. You need to add the darks. I can't. I haven't used it. Like how would y'all if y'all caught me, right? I'm being honest with you. The YouTube agents would have came at me. If I would have made such of a stance on any clipper, trimmer, shaper, whatever, and never used it, touched it ever, what people would be like, yo, I ain't see not one video of him using how can he? Listen, it's just me though. Like respectfully, I cannot talk about something that I haven't used. Now I can say, hey, I heard this is my top 5, right? Let's say I do my top 5, and I can say, hey, I heard that this is just like it. I don't know about the rain clippers. The rain clippers can be a very healthy comparison to the saber tools. It really could. That's to me, that's the real comparison right there. It could be, but I don't know until I feel it. They were supposed to say that about the rain trimmers. They said the rain trimmers are supposed to be better than the sabers. Respectfully, I'm picking the sabers over the rain trimmers. That's just, you know, that's just my take. Even even though it has USB-C, even though it updated the USB-C, I like the feel of the sabers better than the rain trimmers. So I know for some, it's hard for y'all to hear me say that, but I have to be honest and I have to be real. I cannot talk about a clipper or trimmer or any other product and just put it on my list just because it came out, but I have not used it. Whatever I use, I will talk about. And then it gets on my list, and then it gets into my Concise Awards, and then it can, then I'll give it some innovation or whatever of the year. I am trying to get to a space and a place where I can get basically 95% of stuff that's out and give y'all a healthy, like real average of what's what. But see, the beautiful thing is too, there's other channels. There's going to be somebody that's going to say something different from me depending on what they use, right? Um, shout out to this young man, Cuts by Cruz. Cuts by Cruz, there's some products that he has used that I have never used. You get what I'm saying? Like never used. And he says there's some good things about them. So for me, it's like y'all have y'all have uh y'all have options. I probably won't test everything. You get what I'm saying? But there's somebody that has tested something I haven't. So just grab what I'm saying, grab what they saying, grab what this person's saying. It's like a good, healthy, I'll say 5 people, and see what you think from that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, it gives good conversation. I can't do it all, but I do what I can. Man, shout out to ISO, man. Super sticker in the building. I haven't gotten a super sticker in a long time. I appreciate you. Recon Clipper is a very good release from Annis. The trimmer failed for me because of the blade. Really? What's wrong with the blade? I actually liked it. I actually liked the blade a lot. Super underrated. The play series is nice. Cool Cuts. What's going on? Can't say that it's underrated. I feel like a lot of people's talking about it. I think you need to use the Rain and Dark Star. People are interested in them. Right. Fatal. I'm not saying that I don't want to use them. I ain't saying that. I'm gonna get them, but it might be, let's say best clipper of the year, mid-year 2026, or to start the new year with. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Is Andis floating lever, click lever set up on the Recon something from this year? That seems dope and amazing. Easy. Yeah, but the Phenoms do it as well. That's fair though. You can't speak about something you don't know nothing about. Right. I respect that. 360 Jeezy or the Gamma Shorty might be the clipper of the year. Interesting take. So I have had both of them in hand, right? I never used the 360 Jeezy clipper, but I have felt it in hand. I used the Gamma Exceeds. So how can I say this? For me, when it came to feel, it's like one's amazing. Some people say they like the feel of the no, you said the Gamma Shorty. I thought you meant the Gamma Exceed. I'm sorry. I was talking about the Gamma Exceed. But the Gamma Exceed and 360s are very, very close. I like the feel of the 360 Jeezys better than the Gamma Exceeds. But the Gamma Shorty is tough. You know what's interesting? I think the Shorty, low key, the Shorty and the Saber is a real healthy comparison. The Shorty gives you more grip, gives you more options. Recon blade is not sharp enough. Okay, got you. To me, it was. It's not hitting for me. It drags. I bought 2 blades. Oh, no. Uh, Jada Barber. Let me get this. Let me see where I'm at. Where I'm at. No, right here. If you have IG, Jada Barber, reach out to me. Yeah, reach out to me. All right, let's go back. The M4's GTX blade is smooth, sharp cutting blade. Would have been nice on the Recon trimmer. Yeah, the X. Well, are you talking about the XL2? Man, man, I got some things about. I got some questions about that blade. Not really, but like they could have did some. They could have did something different. Same clipper, bro. So yeah, the externals for me is just what makes a difference in a sense, and also the weight of it is just a little bit different. I just like the feel of the 360 G's better. I haven't used them. I haven't cut with them. But if I had to pick one just off of feel, I'm picking the 360 G's. All right. So this is something that I was going to do. If y'all would like to go live, I was going to do like some we can do clipper conversation or you can do some haircuts. We can go to your IG. If you want to go to your IG, we can pull up your IG. We could talk about it. Or we can, go live and have a conversation. I'll probably allow 3 people as long as the conversations are like a healthy 5 minutes max. So if y'all want to do that, y'all can go ahead and use that. Send me an email and I'll send you the link to hop on here and we can go from there. Or you can just tell me your IG and we can do that. But I will be checking my my Gmail. That was bright. Looks a little fatter with the shorter. The saber two is a little shorter, not as big. Yeah, and the gammas is, the shorty is lighter in hand. I like weight, so I don't mind the saber twos over the shorties, but I know a lot of people will probably pick the shorties over the sabers. So if anybody wants to go live, all right. This is a great question. I watched your video on a wall kuno. You said it's not for barbers. Can you explain, please? All right. I'm glad that you asked that. So AJ, when I said this, right? When I said that in that video, it's not for barbers, meaning that it's that's a huge adjustment. The closest thing to the Kuno to me was the Ergos, but the Ergos still kept the same type of blade that we're used to, right? Still had a certain type of body that we were comfortable with. The Kuno, honestly, is not mainstream for barbers. Now, there's going to be some barbers that will get it and probably like it, but it's more in a salon base type of clipper because of those type of blades. I have a few of those type of blades. I have it on like 4 clippers. Most of us like the fact that we can switch out our guards with using the walls, the Andis. Kunos don't allow that. The Kunos have a whole different type of sets of guards that you have to use. Sometimes we don't want something that's going to be separated. We want something that can be like part of the family. So to me, the Kuno, even though it's a dope machine in a sense, I don't think that it's going to be like seen very well from the barbering industry. Not that many barbers will have it, is what I mean. Due to the fact that it's too different in the way of the shape, the size, the feel, and also the blades you got to switch out. Like the guards, it has its own thing. There's other stuff that I have, like even with the bevel. I like bevel, but bevel is not mainstream known for the barbering industry due to the fact that the shape, the blades, the guards, that separate guards you got to use. Like nobody wants to always do all of that. They want to know like, hey, how universal are these guards? You get what I'm saying? So if they're not, then people are not going to rock with it. Do I have their blending and fading blades? I have a few type of blending and fading blades when it comes to those uh type of blades. So I don't have Walls blending or fading blade, but I do have other brands. Let's see. Play Mini with the King. Clipper Mod bracket allows you to use the fast feed comb and a ceramic detachable teeth wooden blade. Perfect machine ergonomics in the blade. Sharpened, super thin. Yeah, it kind of, I don't know much about it, but it kind of sounds like the like how I put my fast feed blade on the JRO Onyx. To me, that's like the best. That's like the best one too, to be honest, like that. And it was from Clipper Mods, that bracket, the fast feed bracket with the JRL blade. That thing was a beast. Kits are similar, yeah. It's similar to that one, yeah. I'm not surprised, but better on the play. Okay. I mean, I respect your opinion. I don't really know much if it is or it ain't, but I like the performance of the JRL. Like that Joan was a beast. I agree. The Kuno is a new system and you need to use their blazing guards. Yeah, so it's like I don't know if everybody's going to be easily just acceptable to that. That's basically all I was saying. Oh, look, there I go again. They took me off. So yeah, anybody want to go live? Reach out to me via email. I just realized I was still on Instagram. If you want to go live, send me an email. I'll send you the link, or drop your IG. We can talk about your channel. Whatever questions you have, let me know. And it's not backward compatible with Wall and it's nope. Yeah, I remember talking to Wall about it. I remember talking to them. Give me a second, y'all. This computer was about to die. Stream would have been gone. All right, here we go. So anybody, if not, it's cool. We can go ahead and have the rest of the evening. I just wanted to give somebody the opportunity, but I appreciate y'all always for tuning in. Let me just check my spam folder because I know how that go. All right, cool. But yeah, I got some stuff. He said, he said we can't go live on a win. Let us know a week before. All right. Nah, for real. I'll be honest with you, AJ. It be sometimes it be some people in the comments is like, respectfully, I ain't like I can have fun. I ain't a Twitter finger type person. Yo, go live. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Don't be scared. Like, don't do that. Like, if you got a lot to say, then come on live. I don't mind it. As long as you know how to hold a conversation and don't talk without cussing, that'll be great. You can say your piece. All right, so we good? Everybody good? So now I can go back to my I got I got about what's today? Man, I have a few videos I'm doing this year that's different from last year. So I just been kind of like head down. Um, it might not think y'all might not think so, but I really have been head down. So I got that video, got that video. So I got okay. So I'm gonna do a shaver video this year, but I'm doing like in three parts. Like it's not three different videos, but I got an award for this, this, and this. It's like a three part shaver award. I got this. I got this one. I don't know if I could do this one, but I'm gonna try it though. That one we're gonna do. So yeah, I got some stuff. I got at least about like 7 to 8 concise awards I'm doing. It's a lot, but it's the end of the year. I like doing it. At present, I am testing a modification that you can use to end this N-Force blade on the 245, and I'm loving it. Trim is quiet. Now, Jay, the barber, let me ask you, what N-Force blade? I know that might sound crazy, but what N-Force blade are you speaking on? Are you speaking of the XO2 N-Force blade or the N-Force blade before that one? I would love to know. I would love to see it actually, like if you don't mind. That's a good combo right there. Stay in the know. Oh, if y'all don't know, hold on, let me go here. Some of y'all know already, but if you see this thing right here, scan that. You get you'll see that you see this list of discount codes. You'll kind of get something like that, and I might, bro. I might be updating this soon because I might need to add to it. I really do. I need to look at everything that I really have and add to it. So yeah, stay in the know. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Oh, Jada Barber, if you don't mind responding back to that. I'm just curious, which one you talking about? The Enforce Blade, the original one that came out, the Black Label edition, or the XO2 edition? I'm curious. Unless he left the building. Stop it. You're looking like a Taliban, bro. No, I'm not. Stop it. No, I'm not. You know what's you know what's crazy? I seen a you said the hat and beard. um, you know what's crazy for real? I I seen a video or a picture of me. It was a picture of me like 2 years ago. My beard, like I have a habit when I line up my beard, I will cut this down. I'll always make this nice and slim and keep this long. But for some reason, I kept all of this, like I kept this at a nice healthy length and it just looked it fuller. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to that. I know this right here is going crazy, this gray area, but I'm gonna go back to that. So now it's about to look a little bit more fuller instead of just always slim. I make it look like this, but it's like I have a something. You said the EXO trimmer or the Tune 45, which has the strongest motor? 245. Soldier Barber, what's going on, bro? Now I gotta ask you, man, what makes a clipper the clipper of the year? Like, what attributes does it need that we need to look into for it to be the clipper of the year? I appreciate it, Jay. I'll look at it. Matter of fact, bro, get out of here. Ain't nobody trying. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Give me 1 second. Jay, I just responded back. I didn't see the video. I just seen your message. So, yeah. You said all around performance, ergonomics, aesthetics, price. You know, let me ask you this: does looks matter? Like, can a clipper look trash, like straight ugly, but it's a beast? Like, all right, for example, let's say the cordless fast feeds, right, had everything you want in a clipper, but that burgundy red, that burgundy red, would that like would that be a problem? Ergonomics, then blades, then torque. Not the RPMs though. That can be misleading. Yes, sir. I mean, it's aesthetics. Got to be a factor in my opinion. A good color will cover up the problems of the aesthetics. That's true. That's true. Sometimes stuff can be looking nice, and it'd be like, ah. You said, well, it was clippers that look like. Well, it was clippers that look like that open up the doors to customization. 360 GZ would always customize clippers that didn't look too aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. You said try sending it again. Okay. Yeah. Now the whole custom. You know what? Let me ask y'all this: who here? Put a one in the chat if you ever wanted to start like a real YouTube channel. Put a one in the chat if you would like to start a YouTube channel. All right, Jay, I got it. And then here's the reason why I say this. And what? Uh, okay, cool cuts, dope. Plugs, dope. What would y'all want to do? What would you want to do? Honestly, now I'm gonna tell you right now. There's definitely room in the product reviewing space, but that's if that's not what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. But what do you want to do? Um, what? Uh, Jay the Barber, my brother, my brother, my brother. Listen, I'm not even mad at what you did right there. We won't have to talk. That's nice. That's nice. And of course, my camera's messing up. But let me see what y'all got to say. Looks do matter. That's why when the vapor came out, no one buys regular vapor anymore. I actually like the regular one. I need to start posting more content here. Review clippers. I try almost everything. Okay, dope. I think mods can't change the game on tools because tools for me, because factory, I think 245 clipper is the best. But if you put the stagger tooth cutter blade on the Echo, blade on the vapor, it makes the clipper. Got you. It's same as far as barber reviews, barbers and reviews. It's oversaturated. There's no such thing, my guy. I have good success on my channel. I merged two different niches, military and barbering. Right, right. I also sharpen, modify all clipper trimmer blades. Okay, so that's dope. So here's I can't stand that this thing is not working. Hold on, because I don't like talking to people that can't see me. Just give me a second. All right, come on. All right, cool. But let me zoom in, cause all right. So for all those that want to do a YouTube channel, right? Here's here's why I said what I said. Look at this. He says, well, it was clippers that look like that opened up the doors to customization. 360 GC would always customize clippers that didn't look too aesthetically pleasing. Let me tell you something. There is a lane out there right now that is not really much tapped into when it comes to product reviews or just whatever on YouTube when it comes to this barbering industry or just the hair industry, beauty industry. Like there's things that people can talk about that y'all would think that it's oversaturated, but it's really, really not. Like there's a certain way how I do things, but there's also more room for people to do things. Like I hear, people's great ideas, but they don't like pursue them. So I am actually for all those that really want to start a YouTube channel, and whatever you want to review, whatever you want to do, that's really up to you. I'm going to show you um how I got to where I got to. If you're up for it. But to do that, you will have to reach out to me. Like there is I can't help you if you don't. And also, if you're ready and you're serious, I can really I can help you with that. Now I helped a few people already. I did like a trial run. Uh but now like if you really want help getting more acclimated on YouTube or stuff like that. Like to be honest, doing this should be dope. It should be fun. It shouldn't be stressful. It could be busy, but it shouldn't be stressful. And I can help. And also your thought process of how all this works. Because when I tell people this is business, it really is. As much as fun it is, and it's dope to be getting noticed by brands or whatever, all that. That's all cool. At the end of the day, it's business because they know what they're doing. The brands know what they're doing by putting a product in your hand. They want you to put the exposure out there. They want you to get people, have more eyes on their product. That's what they want. They're not just giving it to you just to give it to you. That is not that is not the case. Now, you can build up a relationship where it gets to that point. Now, have I received stuff and they say, hey, appreciate all the content you made for us, man. This here, do what you want to do with it. You don't got to post nothing, whatever like that. Yeah, yeah, I definitely got those. But at the same time, when it's that product they want to be pushed, it's business. I just want y'all to know that. Like that's like step number one. I don't think it's oversaturated. Everybody finds gems. Yeah. So cool cuts TV. There's something that you have that nobody else has that people will find value in. So if you create a channel, you're going to find your team, your crew. The Soldier Barber Life. Same thing for him. He has a YouTube channel. Y'all need to check him out. Really, really dope stuff. If if he has a lane where people value what he says and nobody can copy him. He is his own organic self. So you find value in that. So there's no saturation in that sense. When it comes to personality and character, there can't be a saturation. It's a one-on-one type of thing. People come to see me, Concise the Barber. They like how I do my reviews, or they don't. Whatever. They still get their eyes, have their eyes on me for some reason. If they don't like me, but it helps with the algorithm. But either way, is that you find your tribe. Just be you, and people are going to rock with that. Period. I don't think it's oversaturated. It's really about bringing a unique version of you to the table. Don't try to copy others. Learn from their success, but don't copy it. Everyone has their own views. Exactly. So when he will say something about a clipper, and I'd be like, how? Oh, okay, that's an interesting take. I can see how he said that, And then I could say something a little bit different about the clipper. That's just how it goes. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not, can I tell y'all something? It should not be, and I want y'all to pay close attention to this when I say this. It should not be this. Not everybody in this barbering industry should think the same exact tool is the number one clipper, period. That don't even make sense. It does not make sense. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't. If that is the case, then there are more puppets than originality. There's more puppets than originality. Not everybody likes stuff. Not everybody likes the same things that sound a certain way. They don't like the weight of something. They don't like the feel in hand. They don't like certain motors. They don't like the certain type of runtime. They don't care for the display. They don't like how it charges. They don't like the click lever. They don't like the feel, the material. There is something that I'm gonna like that you don't like, and it should be like that, because if everybody always liked the same thing, can I tell y'all something? There will be no point for growth. There will be no competition. There will be no leveling up. We would have just stayed with the Andis Masters. Everybody's favorite clipper was the Andis Masters. We look for nothing. Boom, there goes the industry. Andis owns it. Wall is Babeless never comes out. There's nothing that will ever come out. Andis Masters monopolize the whole industry. So just think on that. As individuals, we should be the same. We should know that we are different in our own unique way, and we have something to bring to the table. And if you don't have something to bring to the table, create your own table. That's the only two options you really have. Like, if you really want to try to do something in this industry. So if y'all are serious, reach out to me. If you really want to, I can, we can have like a healthy conversation just to see where you really at. If you really ready to like just go, then we can go. I already created like something, to help. But these are for those that want to do YouTube. I can help with YouTube. That's not a problem. There's a lot more behind the scenes than I honestly even show. For real. But yeah. Y'all let me know if y'all serious though. If y'all want to get on YouTube. I don't care what you review, in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Like I really don't. But I can help you get a little bit more comfortable. Like how I talk on here, people like, oh man, I feel like I'm just talking to the camera. That's, to me, it's not a camera, it's a person. But that's a whole different, you gotta switch out some things in your brain. Okay, so who is this? Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, so look, I'm gonna get going, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get to these Concise Awards. For all those that care for them, I appreciate you. And see what I have to say. I do have the best guards of 2025. I do have that. I definitely feel like that's one that's needed. I did a few guard videos already. If y'all haven't seen them, check them out. But best guards of the year is kind of new to the Concise Awards. So yeah. like I said, I got a few more. I got a few more I'm gonna do. But y'all take it easy, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I appreciate y'all. Shout out to ISO, man, for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. Much love, man. Drop a like on the video, everyone in the chat. Appreciate it. And everybody go follow Soldier Barber Life. He has a lot of reviews as well. There's a few products that he has used that I haven't. So for some of the stuff y'all be asking me, y'all can be going right to his page to find out what's what, to be honest. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching, tuning in, and I'll see y'all next week, Lord willing.